Now, more than ever, the people are responsible for the character of their colonies. If that body be ignorant, reckless, and corrupt, it is because the people tolerate ignorance, recklessness, and corruption. If it be intelligent, brave, and pure, it is because the people demand these high qualities to represent them in the national legislature. If the next centennial does not find us a great nation, it will be because those who represent the enterprise, the culture, and the morality of the nation do not aid in the controlling of the political forces. Now, before I tell you who wrote this, I would like to ask the obvious question. What will our country be like in 100 years because of our character today? It makes you wonder, and it should. Those words were written by President James Garfield in 1877, 130 years ago. But although those words are 130 years old, they're still relevant today. The character of our leadership in 2007 indicates the character of the citizens every bit as much now as it did in 1877, and in another 100 years this will still be true. If we, the people, are intelligent, brave, and pure, our government will be likewise. If we are not, our government will become, as Garfield said, ignorant, reckless, corrupt. So, the Declaration of Independence says that all men are created equal and are endowed by their Creator with certain inalienable rights. To preserve these rights, governments are instituted among men, deriving their just power from the consent of the governed. James Garfield, a good government, according to the Declaration of Independence, is one that ensures the citizens' rights and liberties. And according to James Garfield, good citizens are what produce a good government. So, what is a good government? And what are good citizens? And how do they aid in effecting the government? First, let's start with the basic definition. What is a good citizen? According to the 14th Amendment of our Constitution, a citizen is any person born or naturalized into the United States and subject to the jurisdiction thereof. By that definition, most, if not all of us, are citizens, regardless of age. It's a common mistake to believe that you have to be 18 or over to be a U.S. citizen. The fact is, if you're born in the United States or on U.S. soil, you're already a citizen. So, citizenship is a birthright, one that comes with responsibilities. But what makes a good citizen? According to President Garfield, good citizens demand intelligence, bravery, and purity from their government. Why? Because they are intelligent, brave, and pure themselves. What exactly does that mean? Let's examine. A good citizen is intelligent. Today we would probably say educated or wise instead, as President Garfield was talking about practical knowledge, not the citizen's IQ. But what does it mean for a good citizen to be educated? Why must a good citizen be educated? A good citizen must be educated in order to know, exercise, and defend his rights. Furthermore, a good citizen must be educated so that he may guide his country in the proper direction and away from past mistakes. As George Santayana famously put it, those who cannot remember the past are condemned to repeat it. So, a good citizen must be educated in order to defend his rights and in order to improve his country. Now, not only must a good citizen be educated, he must also be willing to defend these rights here in the United States or wherever else they may be under attack. It is the privilege and duty of all American citizens to secure our rights for ourselves, for our fellow citizens, and for future generations. And lastly, a good citizen must be pure. Today we would probably say moral, and it's a political necessity. Morality, the ability to distinguish right from wrong, and to act accordingly, is essential to preserving liberty. James Garfield was not alone in asserting this. Samuel Adams said that neither the wisest constitution nor the wisest laws can secure the liberty and happiness of people whose manners are universally right. And Benjamin Franklin went a step further and said that only a virtuous people are capable of freedom. So, a good government and good laws cannot defend the rights and liberties of its citizens if the people themselves cannot distinguish right from wrong. In America especially, this is evident, because here, the people create the law, and if they do so without being able to distinguish right from wrong, the laws will not defend the rights they are meant to protect. So, a good citizen is intelligent, is able to guide his country towards the securing of its freedom and away from repeated past mistakes. The good citizen is brave. He is willing to defend his rights, and even eager, wherever they may need to be defended. And the good citizen is pure, creating, enforcing, and abiding by laws that enhance and expand our freedom. So, a good government secures our rights and our liberties, and good citizens produce good government. Hence, securing our rights and our liberties starts with ourselves. Before we can do anything to help others become good citizens, we must be good citizens ourselves. We must be sure of our moral compass and accuracy. We must work to educate ourselves and to educate others, so that we may both make informed decisions. And we must be willing to defend our rights, and be involved in democracy, even to the point of laying down our lives to secure our rights, if necessary. If we fail in being good citizens, America will not anymore be beacon of liberty as it is now, and our rights may well cease to exist. And if this happens, the cause will have been what President Clarke foretold 130 years ago, that those who represent the culture, enterprise, and the morality of the nation did not take the tone of the political forces. We must not be apathetic. If we find we are discontent with our government, it is not only our reserved right as citizens of the United States, but it's even more our obligation as citizens to go and do something about it, and be thankful that we can.
Winter by default, more or less, but the preparation and the time that went into this, we were talking to some folks up here, really was lengthy. And some of the uncertainty, we didn't want to know what the assigned topics were going to do. I think he did a very good job. Please give him a round. Maine. Go ahead and assign this as commander, and I will pass the practice service office. At this time, I'd like to present Mr. Clarke, Mr. Richards, and the chairman of the summit.
Congratulations, William. Here's your plaque.
So there will be money coming through from the post. Thank you very much. I want to thank everybody that's here, the students, give yourself an applause. Thank you for being here. Richard and William. I would also like to thank Mr. Harrington for the high school for allowing us to principal. For allowing us to use this facility. Also Dave, I'm not familiar with Dave. in the back. Dave, we're doing some maintenance work for us, making this a very attractive setting. Thank you very much, Dave. We appreciate that. Round of applause. And that will conclude this piece for this year for the post National Oratorical Contest. Again, if anybody is interested in the future, if you have brothers and sisters, if you have personal interest, if you have friends that you think might be interested in performing or being part of this contest, by all means get in touch. I will leave some cards with Mrs. Colton. Again, thank you very much for your time, and I hope you have a great day.